The, it is not only pranayama, not only asanas, not only dharana, dhyana, samadhi, but it is the art of using all these valuable things. How to use yama and niyama, how to use pranayama and asana, how to use dharana, dhyana and samadhi. It is the real yoga. It is not any one of these 8 steps. The 8 steps form only the practice of yoga, but the actual science of yoga and the art of yoga living includes the skill of how we use our data. You try with your own daily routine, see how you improve. You can ask me, don't you take medicines? I say I take medicines, but on an average of once a year. Not only myself, my family, my children, my grandchildren. 40,000 families in India who follow. The maximum number of doses they take is 10 a year. It may take some time at first, but after some time we will discover that we do not need medicine. When food materials are used with the skill, they are the medicines that cure us. If we live on liquid some days, the indisposition of the stomach will disappear the next day. If we drink some hot water on some days and keep ourselves free from eating, it cures whenever there is any disposition in the digestive system. And such adjustments can very easily be made, provided you observe the timings of your eating, drinking and sleeping. In the absence of any type of guidance, as they grow up in age, they begin to know their responsibilities and begin to behave in the proper manner and find themselves most fitting in the society in which they live. At the same time, we find children who are brought up by parents very carefully and meticulously and who are entrusted to many expert teachers to take care night and day. And in the expert care of psychologists when the children are placed, we find some of these children growing up as idiots and problem children, developing are not allowed into schools or institutions. They grow into cheats, thieves and liars. They live as menace to society. What makes the difference? If the scientific way of bringing up children were to be the reason, if that were to be the only reason, all children who are brought up well should come up well and behave well. But the experience is otherwise. A father of 4 children, excuse me, in countries like India, because here in Europe we find very little number of people who are fathers of 4 children. In India, we are many. I am a father of 6 children. Of course, I am not ashamed of accepting and the needs of sex. When these items are kept in proportion, when need is separately understood as different from desire, when we begin to feed only the needs and not the desires, then health improves. Needs belong to the body, desires belong to the mind. Even though the mind desires, it is the body which suffers and not the mind at first. Because if my tongue wants to eat a certain dish, it is only my mind and not the tongue. But when I begin to eat according to my wish or desire, it is my stomach that is eating and not my mind. So first, it is the body that receives the penalty. It is the stomach that gets the pain, and then the mind experiences the pain. Same is the case with everything. When needs are understood as different from desires, when needs are catered properly, without suppressing and without overfeeding, then health begins to improve. The foods we take should be changed. You can say, in the Occident we are helpless. The foods we eat contain all sorts of pollutions and chemicals. Unless you permit, nothing can happen either in the Orient or in the Occident. Unless you eat, the commercial fellow is not able to produce anything. Unless you develop a taste of something, the businessman cannot cater it. When you can make an open declaration that we do not want such things, things become possible whether it is in Occident or in Orient. Only your will should open its eye once.